Have you ever had a best friend you'd do anything for? A friendship so tight you thought nothing could ever break it? That was Max and Jack. Since they were kids, these two were inseparable, sharing everything from video games to secrets. In middle school, they were still the ultimate duo, navigating the chaotic world of classes, crushes, and teenage drama together. Their bond seemed unbreakable, a solid foundation in the shifting sands of adolescence. But as we all know, even the strongest bonds can be tested, and for Max and Jack, that test came in the form of a girl. It started innocently enough. There was a new girl in their class, and both Max and Jack were instantly smitten. They talked about her constantly, each dreaming up ways to get her attention. What began as friendly competition soon spiraled into something more intense. One afternoon, fueled by teenage bravado, they made a bet. It was a simple yet fateful wager. Whoever could befriend the girl first would win the right to ask her out. The loser? They would have to face a public embarrassment in front of her. It sounded like a harmless game at the time, a way to add some excitement to their shared crush. They shook on it, laughing, completely unaware that this single bet would unravel everything they had built. The competition was on. Max, being the more thoughtful of the two, tried to win her over with kindness. He'd help her with her homework, share his snacks, and always made sure to listen when she talked about her day. He was patient, hoping his genuine interest would shine through. Jack, on the other hand, was all about grand gestures. He'd try to impress her with his athletic skills during gym class, tell loud jokes to make her laugh, and even tried to write a song for her, though it didn't turn out quite as he'd hoped. The two friends found themselves drifting apart, their shared mission now a source of silent rivalry. Their friendly chats were replaced with suspicious glances, each trying to figure out the other's next move. Days turned into weeks, and the tension between them grew thicker. The girl seemed to enjoy the attention from both boys, but it was clear she was leaning towards one of them. She appreciated Jack's humor, but it was Max's quiet support that she truly connected with. One day after school, she was struggling with a heavy project, and Max stayed behind to help her finish it. They talked for hours, not just about school, but about their hopes and dreams. It was in that quiet classroom that a real friendship blossomed. The next day she greeted Max with a huge smile, and they walked to class together. The bet was over. Max had won. When Jack saw them together, something inside him snapped. All his efforts, all his grand plans had been for nothing. He confronted Max after school, his face a mask of fury. He didn't see his best friend anymore. He only saw the person who had taken what he wanted. Words quickly escalated into shoves. Jack, blinded by rage, threw the first punch. Max, shocked and hurt, tried to defend himself, but Jack's anger gave him a brutal strength. The fight was fierce and messy, a painful display of broken friendship. Max was on the ground, struggling, when the girl they had fought over ran to intervene. She stood between them, trying to shield Max, pleading with Jack to stop. In his blind rage, Jack lashed out, striking her. The slap was so hard she stumbled and fell, hitting her head on the pavement. Seeing her fall, something changed in Max. The pain from his own injuries vanished, replaced by a cold, protective fury he had never felt before. All the years of friendship with Jack evaporated in that single horrific moment. He got to his feet, his eyes locked on Jack. What happened next was a blur of raw, untamed anger. Max fought back with a ferocity that stunned everyone, including himself. He didn't stop until Jack was on the ground, unable to fight back. When the dust settled, Max stood over his former best friend, his chest heaving. He glanced at the unconscious girl, then back at Jack, and a look of profound sadness crossed his face. He checked on the girl, ensuring she was breathing, before turning and walking away without a word. Max was never seen at that school again. He vanished, leaving behind a broken friendship, a painful memory, and a chilling lesson about how quickly love and friendship can turn to dust.